Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Banao Bharat's Trading for Living Monday live session. Quite a tough day today in the markets. Kind of unusual pullback, especially if you take into account Friday's close, the way market collapsed on account of sell-off in HDFC and the way both Nifty as well as Bank Nifty closed on Friday evening. It looked like the pullback from 16,866 what we have been talking of until 18,315 is almost over. So we were expecting some kind of further fall, but there is a different kind of a setup that happened in US markets on Friday, and along with that trend our Nifty and Bank Nifty also have tried to do something slightly different compared to what the market participants were in general expecting. Noticeable thing today in Nifty is Nifty on Friday makes a low of 18,115. Today, right in the very first candle, shows a higher low. In the sense, Nifty opens higher at around 18,147 and from there on goes non-stop and tries to breach the recent high of 18,316, which is day before yesterday's high. So this breaching is a significant move, and after having breached 18,316 makes a high of 18,344, not a very big breakout at that level, and for the large part of the time it was like it was a resistance at 18,316. This being the resistance, it didn't go much higher also. It made a high of 18,344. From there on, finally after many candles has now come down and made a low of 18,291, currently trading at 18,300. So significant development in Nifty here. It has breached 2 days high, which is a significant one, because after having made a inside candle on Friday, Bank Nifty has slightly different setup. But if you see, Nifty from the lows of 16,866 kept going higher, made a high of 17,889. After that made one small pullback, again it crossed that level and made a new high at 18,316 on Friday. And because of the sell-off, Bank Nifty made a more severe fall compared to Nifty, and Nifty on a daily candle was an inside candle. So it was very clear, like it may struggle a little bit more to fall down. And today, based on the global cues, Nifty opens slightly higher compared to the Friday's low. It opens at 18,147 and from there on straight away attempts at the highs of Thursday. So this is a kind of like engulfing on the higher side. It is not the engulfing candle, but it is engulfing on the higher side after having taken the support of both Thursday as well as on Friday. So this is with respect to the Nifty. Let us look into what's Bank Nifty is in store. Okay, Bank Nifty, if you see, it had entered into the downtrend on Friday by closing at 42,630. Today it opens at 42,750. Again, Bank Nifty also opens higher, but it doesn't have enough strength to cross 43,584. That was the resistance. It makes a lower low at 43,450 and now trading at 43,300 levels. So Bank Nifty has slightly different setup because of the severity of the fall on Friday. If you see, this is the pullback from 38,831 on Bank Nifty in the month of March. From there on, there has been continuous upward movement and makes a high of 43,695 on the settlement day last week. That was on Thursday. After that, unusual sell-off on Friday, reversing the trend on the upside, and from there on, this is one more pullback attempt, but this is on a daily candle. This is an inside candle today in Bank Nifty, but it is engulfing on the higher side for Nifty. So Nifty has slightly different setup based on today's price action. It is successfully cut 18,315, stayed there for a long time and currently closing towards the highs of 18,315. Bank Nifty still not that very strong. It is closing good, closing at about, let me just check, 600 points on futures and 605 points on the spot. It ends up as a inside candle today for Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty another 15 minutes to go. I'm not sure if it will be breaching any significant highs of either Friday, which is 43,584, or of Thursday 43,695. I was expecting Bank Nifty, after having come up this much, it might cross 43,500, but it is not even crossing 43,500 and most likely is ending as inside candle for Bank Nifty and kind of a engulfing candle for Nifty. That is the setup for today. Well, from here on it is anybody's guess. On Friday we had very clearly made a mention of is it a reversal of trend, is it the reversal of pullback, and maybe we may not see the all-time highs anytime soon. We were thinking 18,315 will remain as the top for now. That was the outlook that we had talked of on Friday. Today, probably the way the markets are closing, especially with respect to Nifty, probably our views have been negated, and probably there is still some more hope now that we will be heading towards the all-time highs both in Nifty as well as in Bank Nifty. The coming few trading sessions will determine, was it a blip cut of 18,315 or will it really bounce back and make some significant moves from here on. But the way both Nifty and Bank Nifty are closing, another 15 minutes to go for today's session, there may not be any big fall anytime soon in next 10 to 15 minutes. So considering there will be a good close around 18,315 for Nifty and around 43,350 for Bank Nifty, I am expecting probably my views on Friday has to be cancelled and probably we may have to once again look into the buying game. Maybe the buying game is not fully over yet. There might be some kind of a struggle between bulls and bears, so it might take few more days of price action to clearly define where the indexes are heading next. So that is the view that we have as of today, Monday evening close. Let us take each day as it goes by, especially on a intraday time frame. Traders have to just have a view for a day, nothing more than that. But when it comes to positional or the settlement week players, they may need little bit more critical levels to play around. Let me look into the settlement week chart. Settlement week, based on Friday's move and today's move, there is not much to do in the settlement positions. You can't take any new positions as yet. Probably from here on, if it slightly spends some time here, probably we will get one more breakout at 18,344. Otherwise this week may not be so much of action packed. We may have to wait and watch. But for now, if you have to take, or if you ask me what is the positions that we can take for the coming Thursday's expiry, then based on my 2 hours chart, I would say there is no position to be taken yet in Nifty. In the Bank Nifty, well, Bank Nifty clearly keeps the Friday's low as the reversal point for the settlement week also, not just on the intraday chart, even on weekly chart. 42,630, the low that we saw on Friday, will be the significant one, and pullback has to happen above 43,643 for us to think next what could happen. Until then, Bank Nifty is in sideways zone. Pullback is there today, but this pullback is a good pullback or not, the time only will tell. Until then, we have to still with respect to bank nifty, we have to have a negative bias in bank nifty and nifty probably slightly positive bias. So it is a conflicting week where, like, both nifty and bank nifty may have kind of divergences which will make the traders slightly difficult to trade. So keep this in mind. There is some amount of divergence that is visible in both nifty as well as in bank nifty. But having said that, this divergence can converge into one side, either on the upside or on the downside very soon. So do not take positions based on divergence itself. Small divergence means, like, it is a struggle between banking stocks as well as rest of the stocks. Rest of the stocks are still in a very good uptrend. They are not ready to fall anytime soon. Banking stocks have already started taking the breather, and some of the banking stocks have started showing the downtrend. So there is some amount of conflict going on in banking stocks and rest of the banking stocks. So we need to just have light positions in these kind of scenario. If you get any call either in nifty or in bank nifty for the positional trade, even then do not go 100% of your capital. Just go slightly less, probably 40% of your capital, and then see how the week goes. Keep your positions slightly on the lighter side so that you will not be met with any surprises overnight. So having said that, today it's kind of a, like, kind of a surprising day, I would say, because I was expecting some amount of struggle and eventually market failing the pullback and going down. That has not happened, but that is how the market is always. It keeps us on the foot, on our toes. It keeps us guessing, and that is what makes the market always alive and interesting. So we need to be part of this kind of a game at all times. A trader should know how to risk his capital into the market and try to see some positive alpha in the long run. So if you want to learn to trade, then you can contact us. We will be giving you an overview of our trading for living bootcamp as well as the mentorship programs. And if you are liking the free content that is being dished out of this channel, then subscribe to the channel, share the channel with other viewers also, and you can come every day to our live session. Hit the notification button so that you will be notified when we are live. Generally I prefer to be live in the mornings, but due to certain circumstances, sometimes if I am not there in the morning, definitely I end up doing at least in the afternoon or just before the close. So be here whenever the live sessions are going on, and we will see once again tomorrow morning. Until then, Om Swasti.